top-ranked contender from Mexico with 28 knockouts in his 32 wins. Please welcome Julio.
Yes, Guillermo is back facing Julio Ceja to be the WBC mandatory for Ray Vargas at 122 pounds. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live of FightView360.com. Please subscribe, and the card is going to be headlined by Jermell Charlo versus Jorge Cota. Remember, hold on, let's listen in.
And our fighters are ready to step onto the scale at this time. First, once again, the former world title challenger.
Hold on, I'm going to show you.
The top-ranked contender, Julio El Pollito Ceja.
Rigo Ford on Pac Broner undercard. That was Pac Broner, right?
122 pounds. Ceja weighs in at 121.8 pounds. He's ready. 121.8 pounds.
No, that wasn't Pac Broner undercard.
And his opponent now ready to step onto the scale. The acclaimed veteran of 12 world title appearances.
Who's caught the guy Caleb Plant? I covered that fight.
Rigondeaux. 121.6 pounds, 121.6 for Guillermo Rigondeaux.
So yeah, let's talk. I doubt they're going to do a weigh-in interview.
And I noticed that right away the age difference, 38-year-old to 26-year-old, right?
Yeah.
Meaning Rigondeaux, according to me, is well over 42 years old, 44, some shit like that, back in Newports. So tomorrow night, it's funny that I thought this card was going to be tonight, Saturday. Right now it's Saturday, June 22nd, 2019, 6:57 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Guillermo Rigondeaux is taking on Ceja, and the winner of this is going to be the mandatory for Ray Vargas, who was a Golden Boy the Zone fighter, by the way. That's going to be interesting.
It's a great fight, and I think he's going to put
especially
tomorrow night.
When it goes down to them getting a deal done or a purse bid.
Yeah, because
it'll likely be a purse bid.
And he had to move up 2 weight classes, not 1, 2 weight classes for that. And I don't think he wanted it, and I think he's.
What's Rigo doing over there?
And I think it showed that performance.
Well, I think that whenever you got to fight a guy equally as talented and he's bigger, I never think it's a good thing.
So the card is going to open up with this, and then 8 p.m. Eastern. Then they're going to showcase Joey Spencer, and then Jermell Charlo versus Jorge Cota.
The winner of this fight fights for the world title. It's our opening attraction tomorrow night on Fox.
So here, let me mute right there. And let's talk about the 122-pound division before we get to the main event weigh-in. So you have Danny Roman, who was the WBA and IBF Unified Champion. Now I expect for the Zone and Golden Boy to pay big, and the Zone to kick in to make sure they keep that WBC title over on their side. Emilio Navarrete, WBO. It's going to be really, really interesting. Now, Julio Ceja, I have covered him before. I cover so many fights, I forget sometimes who I've seen him fight. I already have him pulled up. Oh, wait, here's Joey Spencer, by the way. Hold on. Didn't look good as the last fight.
Fighters are ready to step onto the scale. The weight limit on this fight is a contracted over the weight limit of 156 pounds, slightly over the super welterweight limit.
But he needs to shine tomorrow.
156. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Battle-ready contestant from Chicago, Akeem Certified Black. Already 154.6 pounds for Black, 154.6. And now we invite his opponent, 7-0 with 6 knockouts, hard-hitting young prodigy, Joey Spencer.
Jamie McDonald, so I saw Ceja fight.
155.8, 155.8 pounds for Joey Spencer.
So this is going to be the second fight. Then the next one's going to be, or the last one for the night is going to be Jermell Charlo versus Jorge Cota.
Chuckle, the nickname always, you get to choose those, and they all have a different purpose. Joey, I don't know, does Joey Spencer need one? He's an impressive young talent. He'll probably earn his along the way. The middle name Knockout, I think, is the way you could go with him.
Well, you know, I don't know. I don't know if he's necessarily a knockout puncher yet. You know, I think at this stage of his career, he's so talented. He's going to be a knockout puncher for at least another 10 fights.
Roy Jones also, by the way,
ladies and gentlemen, Roy Jones Jr.
promotes
in the middle at 6
Aston
super
Palicte
welterweight,
and promoted a card.
Akeem Black, special attraction tomorrow night on...
Promoted a card on UFC Fight Pass. He's been promoting cards on there. He's a full-time promoter right now. Damn, UFC Fight Night's about to start. Okay, so the main event weigh-in is about to start. We're going to do a jump cut. And yeah, be right back. We're back. This is tacky right here. Come on, Fox, you're better than this. Get him. He's got braids and everything now, Charlo, and more tattoos, from my understanding. Come on, better than that.
Hands, please welcome the hard-hitting and the dangerous Jorge El Demonio.
Cota's too slow for Charlo.
His opponent is one half of the
He's got power,
boxing twins
though,
Houston.
but you can see that shit coming from a mile away.
Welterweight contender, please welcome the former super welterweight champion of the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo.
He was also stopped in 4 by Erickson Lubin a few years ago. Remember, this was supposed to be Tony Harrison.
FOX PBC featured attraction, 12 rounds of boxing and a super welterweight special attraction. The contracted weight limit on this fight is 156 pounds. First, please welcome the contender from Mexico's hotbed of boxing, Los Mochis, Sinaloa, Mexico. Here is the dangerous Jorge El Demonio Cota. 154.2 pounds, 154.2 pounds for Jorge Cota. And now here is his opponent, a determined fighter on his path to regain his title. Please welcome the former super welterweight champion of the world, Jermell Iron Man Charlo.
Not braids, I was tripping. The bleached tips. They ain't have the braids for a minute. I'm tripping.
For the former world champion.
Or the frosted, what is that? Like the maple dipped tips?
Yeah, I wonder, we'll see. They had some words earlier where Cota was saying that he thinks that Charlo does more talking than doing in terms of the kind of fight.
Yeah, Cota been talking big shit, man.
Yeah, no, look, he's a guy who's been a champion, world champion, and he's an exciting champion. And there's a reason. He comes to fight. He puts on a good show. Cota better be ready to work tonight.
Now, so Charlo probably is going to box a little until he wants to lower the hammer on this guy. Is he going to be able to control this fight, do you think, Julian?
Nah, he needs to get, he don't want to fuck around with Cota, like, and go to distance with this dude. He want to get him out of there.
You know, they look, I know you got to make the weight limit. It looks like they both could, miss maybe too many meals. They look a little skinny there. They need more posture, Ray?
Well, you carb below that now.
Yep.
Ooh.
There's Jermell. He gets right into somebody's face.
Yeah. Julia, do you enjoy this kind of thing when you stare?
No, Roy, what are you doing, Roy?
I think it's just a part of this.
Come on, Roy, you know better, Roy.
For the cameras and the media and the hype.
Don't be breaking nobody up.
There they are, ladies and gentlemen. Jermell Iron Man Charlo, Jorge El Demonio.
So yeah, let's see if he gets a post weigh-in interview. So the unofficial 154-pound tournament, for the WBC, WBE, and IBF titles has been slowed down since Tony Harrison got an injury, and it looks like Jared Swift-Hurd is going to invoke his immediate rematch against Julian Jrock Williams, who was also in the studio. Oh, here, interviews. Post-weigh-in interviews. Let's listen in.
He talks too much. What are your final words to your opponent, Jermell, in this one?
Vengo a ganar. No vengo, creo que el 90% de las personas aquí creen que vengo por el dinero, por el sueldo que me ofrecieron. Tengo que aclarar que no. Vengo a quedarme en las grandes ligas. Estoy aquí y vine a quedarme.
I came here fully prepared to fight. And 90% of the people think here that I just came for the money, but that's not true. I came here to be in the big leagues. I'm prepared, and I will stay in the big leagues.
Right. Thank you so much. Jermell, you have had to overcome so much adversity leading up to this moment right now. You were not set to face this guy. What is your mindset going into this fight right now?
It's lines only, baby. We back. We back. We never left. They ain't gonna take this one from me, I promise you.
All right, there you have it.
Ooh, walk off on that
In the
ass.
studio.
No disrespect, Heidi. He wasn't.
in Las Vegas and referencing it.
So, yeah. So as I was saying, okay, well, let me break it down to you. Julian Jrock Williams, WBA, IBF champion. He just had a minor surgery, and he's just waiting on what Jarrett Swift Hurd is going to do. Jarrett Swift Hurd has to really focus on learning something new in camp and not being the weight bully. It's not going to work as he's learned. You know, so Jermell Charlo fighting Cota. Him and Harrison are going to fight before the year is out. So it looks like, and if they do things right, we can see, you know, Charlo, if he beats Cota tomorrow, versus Harrison around the same time. We see Julian Williams versus Hurd rematch. By the way, Brian Castano has apparently dropped his belt. You see this? This is really how the WBA rolls with their, like, they make me sick. Jaime Munguia, WBO, we're waiting to see what he's going to do. If he's going to defend against Jesse Vargas or not, because that's a fight that they're trying to make. If not, he's definitely going to vacate and go to 160 pounds. So, once again, tomorrow, PBC on Fox, June the 23rd, is going to open up with Guillermo Rigondeaux versus Julio Ceja. It's going to be fucking, damn, what's his name? Oh, Joey Spencer versus Akeem Black. And then, of course, Jermell Charlo versus Jorge Cota. So, obviously, I'm going to be here. Remember, I have a podcast launching. So, things have been a little wacky on the channel. You know, we haven't been really going hard in boxing, you know, until, you know, Pac Thurman is here. So, expect things with boxing to really start to ramp up around here. And also with the podcast where we'll be able to go really deep in detail, in depth, and also the post-fight show is returning. So please subscribe to TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. See you guys tomorrow night after the fight.